Testing. Testing, testing. Testing, hello, hello. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, it was the mic, because what happened is I bent this and this got caught on this, and so this actually, I don't know if it's actually functional, but it completely bent. So is the sound okay? It's functional? Okay, that'll have to do for now. All right, welcome everybody again to CanHammer TV for the annual CanHammer Team Tournament pre-show, where we do live pairings and roll the missions and just go over final housekeeping things. This is always one of my favorite shows of the year, mostly because I know I'm going to get at least a certain number of viewers. But yes, so it's an exciting show because CanHammer Team Tournament is one of our two big events, and it's probably people's favorite event, and it's always fun to run, and so it's always great to see everybody. Welcome everybody in the chat. Some of you guys have your normal names up, some of you guys are names that I don't recognize, but if you're here, welcome. I know we got Scary here, we got Elan Sabila, we got Jeremy, head judge Jeremy, he's stat check. We got Davis, Sentis, we got some usual people, Dunster, Chuckles, Danny Stewart's here, Ghost Griffin. We got a ton of people, so thanks very much for watching, guys. So it won't be a long show, we'll do what we need to do. Just a few announcements first. So if you are new to CanHammer Team Tournament, welcome to Ottawa this weekend. Do travel carefully. Spring is trying hard. All this is going to melt tomorrow, but it is snowing again tonight, which is annoying. But travel safely, whether you're driving or flying. If you live here, then drive safely. And when you go to the EY Center, go towards the right after you come in, because as usual, we'll be on the south end, hall number 1 of the EY Center. I believe there's events this weekend, so there may be other events on and other cars. If they ask you for parking, you just tell them you're with the CanHammer event and you won't have to pay for parking. If you do still have to pay for parking, then you need to tell Jason Sparks, who's in charge. The OPP is in charge. Okay, so but parking is free, and so come in and park towards the south end of the building for your shortest walk. You'll see signage, the CanHammer symbol will be above the doors, and come on in. The first round starts at 9 o'clock. I'll probably be there from about 8 o'clock. Please don't come super early. I know some people get there even before me, which is crazy. It's not necessary, nobody's there. Just come at a reasonable time, no earlier than 8 o'clock. The captain's meeting will be at 8:50, 10 minutes before the start of the first round. So please, if you're a captain, please make sure you're there and ready to play so that you can pull yourself away for the captain's meeting at 8:50. Otherwise, just make sure your list is uploaded to BCP. You have to do it yourself. Your captain cannot do it for you. And also make sure that you have marked yourself as checked in when you have actually arrived and are ready to go. You don't need to register or check in with me on the morning. You can, of course, come and say hi, give me a coffee, whatever, but there's actually no need to actually check in anymore. There are no packs, as we have said in the past, and same as last year, there's no paper anywhere. If you want a player pack, you need to print it yourself. If you want the list document, which is about 250 pages, you're welcome to print it yourself, but none of that paper will be there. There will be no scoring sheets this year, nothing. You can keep track of it all digitally. Captains should make sure that either their or someone else's BCP is working to make our lives as easy as possible so you can enter scores. Yeah, if you have problems with BCP, don't ask me. I'm not BCP tech support, but I'll give you 3 tips. Number 1, make sure it's up to date as of like Saturday morning. Number 2, When in doubt, log out and log back in. That fixes most problems in my experience. Number 3, pray to the BCP gods or message them on Facebook. Okay. Cool. This year we have no COVID rules, no requirements. I'm not checking any statuses or vaccinations or anything, and you do not have to wear masks. However, if you are sick, I would hope you have the common sense to either not come or at least wear a mask yourself so you don't spread it to other people and try and distance yourself. So nobody wants to get sick from this event, so please be sensible. Okay. All right. Let's go to it. So the first thing to say is just to confirm that there are grudges this year, and we allowed only 5 grudges because we didn't want everybody to just grudge first round. It kind of takes the fun away. The 5 grudges happening this year are Big Dice Energy versus Starship Drinkers. Big Dice Energy being formerly Big Rickard Energy, Large Rickard Energy, and I don't know, they've changed their names a number of times. Is Dan's team Big Dice Energy versus Starship Drinkers, which I believe is Pippi's team. All right, then we have GTA 40K versus the Curious Degenerates. I still, my daughter picked up a Curious Degenerates dice last year at CanHammer team, and she loved that little cat, so she still remembers that one. Then we have Adeptus Insanicus against Atomic Death Squad, which that must be a battle for the basement. Killmain Bong versus First Place Holders Rejects. And RWGC, which somebody told me what that stood for, but now I can't remember. Against Hamza's team, Bloodbath and Beyond. So those are the 5 grudges, so we will not be picking those names tonight. And there will be a full post with all the pairings and the world missions after the show's over in case you miss it. All right, who else is here? Jesse Parents here from CanHammer, Bribe Me With Caffeine. That can be done. Big Dice Energy, let's go. Chris Brian Cato's here. RWGC, Rochester Wargaming Club. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yes, I knew it was somewhere, Rochester. Yeah, Rochester, New York. Cool. Not Rochester, Minneapolis, which would be a long way to come. Cool. That's cool. So we have had one team drop. Gentleman Gaming has dropped, and so they've been graciously replaced at the last minute by Danny Stewart's team, Mom's Gaming Basement, which is Mom's Basement Gaming, which is a great name. And so Danny Stewart stepping into the breach at last minute to fill that spot. Very much appreciated. And yes, so that will be great. So we have no missing teams, but nobody wants to sit around for 3.5 hours doing nothing. Okay, let's go. Let me turn on the camera here. All right. So what I'm going to do here, while we do the pairings, I'm going to write them in the document. Just get this set up perfectly. Okay, here we go. Oh, now I just messed up again. Okay. All right, so here's the mystical CanHammer hat, and we got the 22. Oh, okay, Jeremy's gonna record them as we go. That makes it super easy for me. Okay, Danny, I got your lists. I'm gonna forward them to Jeremy after the show. So Jeremy, I got his lists. I'll send it to you afterwards. Okay, we got 22 names in this CanHammer hat here. We're gonna pull them out. Oh, do people want pairings first or missions first? Oh, I don't know. Should we do a captain's vote? Okay, let's do the missions first. Okay, rolling the missions. So Jeremy, if you make a note of this as well, that would be cool. Okay, so here's the two dice. The black dice is going to be the first D3. The second dice is going to be the second D3. Okay, here we go. And obviously, we can't have duplicates. Here we go. All right, the first mission is 3-3, which is secure missing artifacts. That is round 1, secure missing artifacts, 3-3. All right, what did I say? Black dice first? Yeah, here we go. Okay, round 2. Round 2 is 3-1. And that is Tide of Conviction, is round 2 mission 3-1. Round 3 is mission 1-1, which is recover the relics. 1-1 is round 3, recover the relics. 2 more rounds to go. Oh, that's a repeat. Man, I should be playing, man. That's two boxcar charges right there. Okay, next one is 1-3, which is Data Scry Salvage. Mission 1-3 for round 4, Data Scry Salvage. And the final round of the tournament for all the marbles. So just for, well, let's roll it. That's a repeat. It is 1-2. Tear down their icons. 1-2. Tear down their icons will be the final mission on round 5. Okay. Well, I hope that was exciting. Watching me roll some dice. All right. And now let's do the pairings. Mixing up these thingies here. All right, the first pairing is BBB, which is Bloodbath and Beyond team number 10 or something, BBB, versus Dom's team, Northern Defenders. BBB versus Northern Defenders. All right. Here, this is falling out, so I'm gonna take it off. All right, second matchup is Imperial Lee United, which I think is the second team for Imperial Lee. All right, if I pick Imperial Lee Prime, we're gonna redo that pairing, okay? Just saying. Against Halton Heretics. Imperial Lee United versus Halton Heretics. Halton being what? Northwest Toronto? And I think Imperial Lee's coming from Quebec. That's Bruno's squad, I think. All right. We have MLWG. I think that's Maple Leaf Wargaming. Where are they from? Toronto? Maybe West? Someone tell me. New team though, new team. We have a lot of new teams this year. Versus Danny's replacement team, Mom's Basement Gaming. So, Mom's Basement versus Maple Leaf Wargaming. All right, heating up, heating up. CanHammer 2, that's the second CanHammer team. So again, I will pick another if we pick CanHammer 1. They are playing Level Up Wargaming. Level Up Wargaming versus CanHammer 2. All right. Now we have my favorite name, the Cornflakes. That's Alon's team. Repeat attenders from last year. They are playing Skyry's Band and Dustin, Stud or Scrub. Stud or Scrub against the Cornflakes. This will be Dustin's last 40K tournament for quite some time, I hear. Congratulations to the big man. We were just talking about that last year at CCBB, so it's great. Okay, now we have B3, which I think is another Bloodbath team. B3. Nope. Stutter Scrub already figuring out that they want cornflakes for breakfast. B3 versus Oh Wow. And I think that's a repeat from last year, Oh Wow, and it stands for Our Wives, something about Warhammer or something. Something funny. So Oh Wow versus B3. Our wives are weary of Warhammer, that's right. Yes, Davis's team. Alright, okay. Next we have Cruisin' for a Boozin', a repeat team from last year. Cruisin' for a Boozin' versus Sam's team, first placeholders. Oh, it's a tough matchup for Cruisin' there. First round against the man himself, Sam Guinness, first placeholders. All right. We are running out of people here. Next one is Mid-Table Terrors. Mid-Table Terrors. Who are they gonna pull? Mid-Table Terrors versus Blackburn's team, Vengeful Spirits. Vengeful Spirits against Mid-Table Terrors. I hear Nick's event went very well on the weekend at All in Dust. Shout out to Nick. We could see him this weekend. Wonder what more baby stuff I can plug in. Okay, next is In Nomine 2, In Nomine Legio 2. In Nomine is a repeat from before, but I think they're bringing 2 teams this year. So In Nomine 2. There's a decent likelihood you're going to end up playing In Nomine 1. Only 5 more teams here, so anyway, let's see what happens. Nope, they are playing Jesse and CanHammer Team 1. So In Nomine 2 versus CanHammer 1, or just CanHammer, the original. Okay. Here we go, running out of names. So we have Chris Haynes, Blunt Force Trauma. Chris, the Sparkles, Tim, I think, Devin, and CCBP champion Francois. That's a tough team. Who's going to have to play Chris's team in round 1? Not Stud. We know it's not Stud. We know it's not Sam. It is, in fact, Team Bourrin Penguin. I hope my French was good. My French sucks. That is Eric's team, Marcoux. Alright, they're playing against Chris, round 1. Blood Force. Hopefully it won't be clubbing penguins. We're not clubbing baby seals, we are clubbing penguins. with that bat. Oh man, that's too good. That's too good. Somebody make a meme or something. Clubbing penguins. Warhammer Club. Okay. And yeah, we only have 2 more teams, so this is In Nomine Legio number 1 versus Imperially Prime. Alright, so Bruno's team, Imperially Prime, playing In Nomine 1. And that is it. That is the pairings. So, Jeremy would have noted all that down. We're going to post it up on the Facebook page along with the mission list after the show, so you can spread it around and people can refer to that. And it'll also be, I think, on the player pack, we'll have the pairings as well. Okay, so I think that is about it. So yeah, so everybody make sure you drive safe, travel light, come on time, don't get sick. You know, leaving your team in the lurch is kind of bad form, so don't get sick and I will hopefully see everybody bright and early this Saturday morning at CanHammer Team Tournament 2023. Before I go, I just want to shout out my brother. The music playing in the background has been provided by my brother, who is on Spotify. You can find his tunes here if you like EDM. I don't even know what EDM stands for, but that's what he tells me it is. He's the guy who's making music on Spotify right there. It's what's been playing in the background. And Cash Bar, yeah, ask your questions. If you got questions about CanHammer Team, ask it now before we go. So Cash Bar, so there will be a bar. It's usually in the afternoon on both days. It's usually open for a number of hours. So yeah, so bring cash if you want. Do not bring your own alcohol. It is basically going to be confiscated. So officially, do not bring your own alcohol. Yeah, there will be carpet. That's one of the big appeals of CanHammer events is carpet. And the lunch will be good as usual. And yeah. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Yeah, the bar usually opens right before lunch. So yeah. So it'll be one round and then lunch and then 2 rounds. And so yeah, so the first day is kind of long, but the rounds are very generous. You have plenty of time to do your pairings and to play your game. If you run out of time at this event, you're just way too slow. So yeah, that will be plenty of time for everything. And then yeah, so it's gonna be cool. The pairings, I'll put them up on BCP sometime probably tomorrow or Friday, because we just got to get Danny's team in there, and then so you can reference that. All the lists should be uploaded there. As I said before, if there's a discrepancy between the uploaded list and the list document, the list document takes precedence. The lunch is buffet style, yes. What's my favorite color? I don't know. That's not really something that I really think about. Maybe like this color. I don't know. Yeah. So, any other questions, guys? Sneaky fact, it's my birthday on Sunday. Presents appreciated. And yeah. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, everybody. Safe travels. We'll see you this weekend. Have a good night.